Hi there, you fabulous parents. Welcome back to Desire Dialogues. It is your sex coach, Lauren. On this podcast, I love to just chat about all things sex, love, and relationships. And today we're going to dive into something that is near and dear to many of my clients, but also something that can just really get lost in the shuffle of parenting. Intimacy. Yeah, so we're talking about keeping the spark alive when you're running on little sleep, juggling kids' schedules, and trying to maintain some semblance of me time. I'm your host, sex, love, and relationship coach, Lauren. And in this episode of Desire Dialogues, we're going to share practical, easy to implement, sexy hacks for my parent friends out there that will help you find moments of connection and pleasure, even amidst the chaos. So if you've ever found yourself asking, when will I ever have time for intimacy again? This episode's for you. We're going to talk about how to carve out meaningful moments, how to maintain a sexual connection, and how to reignite that passion, even when it feels like life is moving at 100 miles per hour. And I got a couple tools and tricks to help you reclaim your sexy self, even if your house is in a constant state of disarray. So let's understand the struggle here. So why parenthood affects intimacy. Let's face it. Having kids changes everything. Your body, your time, your energy. And if you're not careful, intimacy can get pushed to the very bottom of the to-do list between diaper changes, work, endless household tasks. It's really easy to feel like you've lost yourself. Like you've just lost touch with your sexual self and that side of you. So I love research. Studies show that 30 to 40% of parents experience a significant decrease in relationship satisfaction after having children, especially when it comes to sex and physical intimacy. So from pregnancy hormones to postpartum recovery, bodies go through some massive shifts that really can affect your libido. So you're not alone and you're not broken, okay? And let's not forget the mental load of raising children that can leave you feeling emotionally drained. Hardly the perfect setup for a romantic evening. Am I right? Add in the lack of sleep, the physical exhaustion, the constant interruption of mommy, daddy, and it's just no surprise that intimacy really can fall off the radar, right? And then there's that pressure. Parents often feel like they need to be everything. Caregivers, workers, house managers, and so much fucking more, right? The chauffeur. That sense of always being on really can take a toll on your romantic energy. But guess what? You don't have to be everything to everyone to keep your relationship thriving. There's little small changes that can really make a world of difference. All right, so let's talk about some simple and fun ways to reignite your intimacy, right? Little sexy hacks. Creating moments of connection, right? We're all busy, but intimacy doesn't actually have to mean a long, drawn-out date night. Sometimes it just takes small moments of a connection that let you feel close to each other again. So sexy hack number 1 is sneak in a kiss. Take a moment in your day to just kiss your partner like you did when you were dating. Or my favorite is the 6-second kiss, right? It just takes 6 seconds, right? These little simple lingering kisses really can do wonders, I promise. Sexy hack number 2, text love notes. So take a cute little minute out of your day, right? Send a little sweet or flirtatious message, maybe a little thinking of you, that way it goes a long way, when you're not physically together. Sexy hack number 3, make time for touch. You don't have to have sex to feel intimacy. You can just cuddle on the couch. You can hold hands. You can have a nice 1-minute hug, right? A little quick back rub can really help you feel connected. These small moments really matter more than you may think. It's about carving out those little bursts of connections that can really help you both go back into really feeling seen and desired. Number 2, let's reclaim the bedroom, turning your space into a sexy sanctuary. Your bedroom doesn't have to be the place where you collapse into bed after a long day. You can turn it into a sanctuary for de-stressing and intimacy. Maybe light some candles, throw on some music, make the space together, if you have a partner, if applicable, to have it be relaxed, right? Maybe get some new bed sheets to Just change up the vibe in there. Add your candles, set the ambience, remove distractions, phones, work stuff, lingering in the bedroom. Make it like a no distraction zone for a night of intimacy. And I want you also too to think about anything that's build or household stuff that goes to the kitchen table. The things and the energy that you bring into your space, right? It really does affect it. So at the end of the day, no distractions, no talk, except about you two. Enjoy 20 minutes. Just create a little space that allows you to relax and just reignite and just kind of reconnect, right? Let's take advantage of kid-free time, right? This one sounds obvious for many parents, right? But carving out the time around the kids, it can be challenging. So when you do get those moments, you got to make the most of them, all right? And what do you want that to be, right? If you both just want to calm down, just watch some Netflix, zone out, hold hands while you're doing it. Taking a shower together, just have some time, put some music on, rub each other down, right? You can have a little morning quickie if you don't have a sitter. Early mornings may be your best time to get it together. So morning sex is great for quick connection and gives you both an energy boost to start the day. It really doesn't have to be a huge production, but like a few little stolen moments during the day or before bed can really help keep the intimacy alive. Let's talk about rediscovering fun in your sexuality, right? Even as parents, you can incorporate playfulness, right? Parenthood can sometimes feel like you've lost your playful side, but let's be real, it's hard to feel sexy when you're knee deep in laundry. But playful sex is such a great way to connect, right? Sexy hack number 8, flirt like you're dating again. Compliment each other, send a little cheeky text, and make some playful gestures that remind you that the connection's still there, right? Sexy hack number 9, try new things together. So this could be watching an erotic movie, experimenting with a new type of touch or massage, dance class, candle making class, anything. Just being playful and just having time for you two. That's a foundation, don't take sex so seriously either, just focus on rediscovering each other. You both really are probably different people than before you had children, right? Let's talk about a big thing here. Overcoming the guilt. And really, that's the elephant in the room, right? The guilt. Parents often feel guilty about taking time for themselves, whether it's for anything, going to the bathroom, intimacy, relaxation, Here's the truth, though. Your sexual relationship is an important part of your overall well-being, and it contributes immensely to the health of your relationship and family life. Your children see if you're in love. They see how you treat each other, even through times of stress, right? They're not going to remember, when they're eating and you guys aren't connecting, but they will remember later in life that you guys still took time to dance in the kitchen while they were eating, right? You still took time for a 6-second kiss. Even if they say, ew, gross, they'll love it later. I promise you. Intimacy is this bond that really needs constant nourishing, right? I know we're all in survival mode all the time. But when you take a little time to nurture that intimacy, it's one of the most important things you can do for yourself. Nourish yourself, nurture each other, right? And it's not just sex. So many little things in between. All those little sexy hacks, cute little texts, a cute little post-it. Super easy, right? And it doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out thing. I know that time is a big concern. So another research insight, studies actually have shown that couples who maintain a healthy sexual connection are more likely to have better communication, lower stress levels, and stronger emotional bonds. So you two as a unit to raise this family, super important. So what are these little small things for you? Definitely write in. I'd love to hear an email about, your hacks for how you make it work, how you still carve out time for each other. Whether that's a long getaway, not everybody can do that. Not everybody can get out of the house away from the kids to enjoy each other. So these little tiny things are, they make a big difference. So today, little recap, small moments of connection, like texts and sneaky kisses, reclaiming and remaking your bedroom into a sanctuary are some simple hacks that can really make a difference. So if you liked today's episode, I would love to hear from you. I would love you to share this with a friend if it was helpful, right? Send it to anybody who really, some other parents, right, who might need just a little reminder, just a few little tips, just to start to prioritize their sexual connection. So Thank you for listening, my friends. I'll be back soon on Desire Dialogues with more tips on navigating relationships, sexuality, and everything in between. Until then, keep connecting, keep playing, and keep being sexy in your way, your own way as a parent. Bye, friends.